Hello, welcome all the students. This is me Manjit Jha. I am here to teach you science subject which is based on the syllabus of class 5 and 6. And today I have selected measurement chapter which is common chapter in both classes, class 6 also and class 5 also. Okay. So let's start our topic. The first of all, we should understand about the measurement and the definition of measurement. As you see on the whiteboard, the comparison of a known quantity with a standard non-physical quantity of same kind is called measurement. Okay. In another hand, we can also say that the comparison of a non-physical quantity with a standard non-physical quantity is called measurement. Okay. After understanding the definition of measurement, we should understand about some terms which are used in the definition. The first terms is a non-quantity which is used here. The second is non-quantity which is also used in the definition of measurement, and as well as the third terms is same kind which is also used in the definition of measurement. Okay. So first, what is a non-quantity? What is a non-quantity? It means, suppose I have marker in my hand, okay, and we should find out the length of this marker. Okay, we don't know what is the exact and accurate length of this marker, we can only guess. Okay, so the things which is to be measured, we don't know about the accurate physical quantity contained by the matter, is known as the unknown quantity. Okay. Second one is non-quantity. Okay. Non-quantity means, suppose I have ruler in my hand, okay, which is appropriate instrument to measure the length of this marker. Okay. So that this ruler is considered as the non-quantity. Why? It is because ruler has leveled scale in it. Okay, level scale in it. We can see the marking line which is denoted 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter as onward. Okay, so we know the length of this ruler. Okay, which is here to compare the unknown quantity which is marker here. Okay, this ruler help us to find out the actual length of this marker. Okay, when this marker and this ruler bring together, compared with each other, and we came to know that it is of 13 centimeter. Okay, when we compare marker and ruler together, we came to know that the length of this marker is 13 centimeter. Okay, students. So now I hope that you all are understand what is the unknown quantity and what is the known quantity. Okay, and after that the third terms which is used here, same kinds. Okay, the same kinds means, as we know, the mass of potato cannot be measured by the ruler, as well as the length of this marker cannot be measured by thermometer. Okay, it means we should select the appropriate instrument for the measurement according to the nature of physical quantity. Okay, as well, to understand a non-quantity and non-quantity, we have many more examples. Okay, So I would like to ask you a very simple questions, that can you say me what is my weight right now? No. Okay, no one can say what is the right weight of mine right now. Why? It is because to know the accurate weight of mine, we should compare myself by weighting balance. Okay, after that only we can say, or I can say, what is the exact weight of mine. Okay, before that we can only guess, and guess sometimes may be correct, sometimes may not be correct. Okay, so right now, before taking the measurement, weight of mine is also an unknown quantity. When I compare myself with any type of measuring mass measuring device, okay, after that we came to know, we will sure, and we can find out the exact weight of myself. Okay, so to measure my weight, we should use balance. Okay, many types of digital balance are also available. Yes, so when I compare myself with the balance, that balance is considered as the non-quantity, because in that balance we can see the scales are already drawn. Okay, which is help us to know the weight of myself. Okay, thank you. Yes, after that, nature of quantity. Okay, after understanding this factor, definition of measurement, and then after some terms to be understand which are used in the definition of measurement. After understanding this, we should also understand about the nature of quantity. Okay, as you can see, the quantity terms, quantity is also used in the definition of measurement. Okay, so first of all, quantity. Okay, quantity is the property of matter. Okay, quantity is the property of matter or the substance, which can be expressed in the term of magnitude and multitude. Okay, students? Yes, quantity. Quantity is the property of matter or the substance, which can be used in the term of magnitude and multitude. Okay, understand? Or in very simple way, we can say that when we have a question, how much? Okay, just the question is what? How much? Okay, after making this question, how much, the answer will come. Okay, answer will come in two ways. What are the two ways? They are like 1 kg, okay, 10 meter, okay, as well very much, a little bit, okay, a lot of. These types of answer will come. Okay, so these answer are measurement, and when we make the question how much, if the answer will come, okay, that property is quantity. That property is quantity. Yes, how much potato is there? There are 2 kg of potato. Okay, how much mass contained by the body? Okay, the answer will come. The mass of that body is 5 kilogram. Yes, so these types of property is called quantity. Okay, in another way, we can also know one thing, that here when we ask the question how much, the answer will come by two types. Okay, in some answer we can see that, we can notice that some answer is expressed in the form of number, okay, and some answer cannot be expressed in the term of number. Okay, we should only expressed by using of some words like very much, a little bit, enough, okay, a lot of, like this. Understand? So basically we can divide quantity in two types. Okay, they are physical quantity and the second one is non-physical quantity. Okay, clear students? I know you have some questions right now in your mind. Okay, I will clear it. The first one is physical quantity and the second one is non-physical quantity. Okay, so first of all, understand about the physical quantity. Okay, so the physical quantity is those types of quantity which can be measured. Okay, physical quantity is those types of quantity which can be measured. Okay, Okay, in another language we can also say that the measurable quantity is called physical quantity. Yes, and the second one is non-physical quantity. Okay, non-physical quantity. Okay, so non-physical quantity means the quantity which cannot be measured. Okay, in another language we can also say that non-measurable quantity is called physical quantity. Okay, so let's understand the physical quantity and non-physical quantity by using some example. Okay, by using some example. The first example is mass. Okay, the second example is length. Okay, as well the non-physical quantity like sadness. Okay, understand, and happiness as well, pain. Yes. Okay, now try to compare those quantity. First of all, here mass is a measurable physical quantity. Okay, mass can be measured by using band balance, digital balance. Okay, it means we can say that the mass is a measurable quantity. That's why mass considered as the physical quantity. Okay, here here we can say that sadness. Okay, sometimes we can see the people are sad, but sadness of a people cannot be measured by using any types of instrument. Okay, if we will ask how much are you sad today, what will be the answer? Very much, only a little bit. That's it. Okay, it means the sadness of any people cannot be measured by instrument and nobody can say that exactly, or sadness of a people cannot be compared with any types of unit also. Okay, in another hand, the mass of any object can be expressed in the numerical form 1 kg, 2 kg, as well as the length of any body also can be measured by using the instrument like ruler or measuring tape. Okay, and the measure which take can be expressed in the form of number also. Okay, 1 centimeter, 1 meter, 1 kilometer, 10 kilometer, like this. It means before that unit, kilometer, meter, we can see the number. Okay, we can see the number like length of any substance or the distance between two places can be expressed like this, 10 kilometer. Okay, students. So here before kilometer we can see the numerical value is here. Okay, what does it mean? It means that the length or the distance between any 2 points or the length of any things can be expressed in the term of number. Yes, but pain, okay, happiness, sadness cannot be expressed in the form of number. Okay, so that in conclusion we can say that the physical quantity which can be measured by using any instrument, any device, or if it has any types of formula to calculate or expressed in the number, they are called physical quantity. Okay, and second one is non-physical quantity, as you have seen in the example, sadness, happiness, pain, anger, like this. Okay, these types of quantity cannot be measured by using any types of device or any types of instrument. Okay, non-physical quantity do not have any types of special formula to calculate. Okay, as well as sadness, happiness, pain, these types of quantity cannot be expressed in the term of number. Okay, so these are physical quantity and non-physical quantity. Okay, students? Yes, I hope you all understand about the definition of measurement and some special terms like unknown quantity, non-quantity, same kinds is the special terms which are used in the definition of measurement. Okay, and after that you also understand about physical quantity, non-physical quantity. Okay, very simple. Yes, we can say that physical quantity which is a measurable quantity, physical quantity which can be expressed in the term of number. Okay, physical quantity can be measured by some special formula, can be measured by instrument, can be measured by some devices. Okay, as well as non-physical quantity, it is non-measurable quantity, cannot be exactly measured by any types of instrument or device. Understand? As well as non-physical quantity cannot be expressed in the term of number. Okay. After this, we should understand about the unit. Okay, unit. We should understand about unit. In the previous examples, we noticed that 1 meter, 10 kilometer, as well as suppose 8 kg. Yes, if you were visit doctor, many times they told you that you have fever 100 degrees Celsius. Is it? Okay. So 100 degree Celsius. Okay. Yes. In this example, we can see that number, then after the letter, again number, the combination of letter, again number, the combination of letter, again number, the combination of letter. Yes. So don't think that this is only a combination of what? Number. Letter. Okay. These M used here to indicate something, as well as Km used here to indicate something. Yes, like meter is used to denote, M is used to denote meter, as well as Km is used here to denote kilometer. Okay, kg is used here to denote kilogram, as well as 100 degree C. This C used here to denote Celsius. Okay, it means we can say that these meter is the unit of length, as well as kilometer is also the unit of length or distance. This kg, yes, is full form of kg is kilogram, we know that, and this kg or kilogram is the unit of mass. Okay, and as well as C, which is the short form of Celsius, and we know that the Celsius is the unit of temperature, Okay, so finally we can say that the standard non-physical quantity which is used to compare on a non-quantity is called unit. Okay, unit means the standard non-quantity which is used to compare the unknown quantity, which is also approved by the International Bureau of Measurement. Okay, so these are called the unit. Okay, listen very carefully again. The standard non-physical quantity which are used to compare the unknown quantity and approved by the International Bureau of Measurement is called unit. Understand everybody? So a measurement only completed after the combination of numerical value with the unit. Understand? Measurement include the numerical value. Here the numerical value is 8 and the unit is kg or kilogram. So the measurement only can be complete after the combination of numerical value and unit. Okay. After this, we should understand about the types of physical quantity. The types of physical quantity. Okay. The types of physical quantity. The types of physical quantity. Okay. The types of physical quantity. physical quantity can be classified in two groups. Okay, these are fundamental physical quantity fundamental physical quantity, okay, and the second one is derived physical quantity. Derived physical quantity. Understand, students? Okay, so right now I think this much is enough for today. Okay, so before ending my class, I want to leave some question as your homework right now. Okay, so if you have time, then you can note also. The first question is, what is measurement? Okay, what is measurement? The second question is, how many types of quantity and what are they? Okay, yes, two questions we have right now. What is measurement? How many types of quantity and what are they? Okay, the third question is, write any two differences between physical quantity and non-physical quantity. Okay, students? Yes? So thank you very much, and I request you all, be honest in yourself. Okay, as you know, the whole world is fighting against the coronavirus. So be honest and try to study well in home. Okay, thank you very much.